We've barely started and it's already the Cheetah Man sample. That should tell us all we need to know about how today's stream is gonna go. Hey, ta-da! We are on. Just gonna type the rules because it's important to type the rules. I said. There we go. It's important to have rules, or else people just don't frickin' behave. I wrote the script for today's comic like last night at around midnight. Also, I have good news for this week. I am officially on vacation, even if I'm here right now, because I'm not doing this for a customer. I'm doing this for me and you guys. So this does count as my vacation, because I know if I don't draw, I will drop dead. But I finished the cookie crumble for Jeff Burton, an Aurora Ronin story. I came up with the name and I can't pronounce it well. See, I choke on it. So yeah, I finished the cookie crumbles. It's beautiful, my best work to date. I can't wait for it to go into print. I'm so looking forward to you guys seeing it. And I said I know I'm streaming right now. My alarm to remind me that I'm streaming. I put it on snooze instead of shut down. And I also finished, though this part you guys will get to see in the next 2 weeks, I finished Kami Calamity. That was also an incredibly, if I could pronounce right, fun project. 40 pages of comic over the course of 8 months. No wonder I can't pronounce or type. Completely crazy, but completely fun. You guys will get to see the ending in May. There is one more page this week at the moment of me recording this. And there will be the last page in May, and then we'll be in for a big surprise for you folks. I know what the surprise is. You guys don't know. I won't tell ya. But it's gonna be super fun. Now I'm fiddling with paint bottles because also, as soon as I was done with the Cookie Crumbles and Kami Calamity, I received a package from my friend Jeff Burton, who is also, as I just said, the creator of Aurora Man, and the guy who has the rights to Aurora Ronin, even if I came up with Aurora Ronin, because it was basically a fan version of Aurora Man. And honestly, I don't care. I don't want to go into, like, a rights ownership bullshit, lawsuit, stuff like that. It's his character. I came up with the name and design, but it's his character, because it's based on his character. And that's the tea, sis. But yeah, I'm fiddling with paint bottles that I need to put away, because he sent me a huge care package. He sent me this box, like with about this thick amount of Aurora Man comics that I didn't have. And of course some of my work is in it, because I work for him, obviously. And I'm just gonna go and get it. I don't know how well it's gonna show up, because of the color it is. And I have a chroma screen thing going on, but let me go get it. See what's gonna happen to the screen. In the box, and this was not planned. Of course he's pink. I promise you that in real life, he's green. He's the green he's supposed to be. It's just, this is a green screen. Oh, he's so cute. But, yeah. If I'm not mistaken, it's one of his daughters that made it. It's a beautiful little bambino Ouija. It's an Amiguru Ouija. And he is absolutely huge, as you can see. He's about newborn size. But he is absolutely precious, and if there's a fire, he's going to be on the top list of things to save, because I love him. But also in the box, and that I expected, because he had offered, and I said yes please, he sent me a pack of acetate sheets, because I had shown interest in doing some cell painting. Now for that, I'm gonna go get my gloves. We're going to get to the actual drawing soon because a lot happened this week and I'm keeping you guys up to date. Like that, if I ever get Alzheimer's, I can go back and see what happened with my life. Because the archives are saved on YouTube. So if you would just turn around and bend over, this will be over quickly. Come here. And so... yesterday, gentle, yesterday I did my first official real cell painting. I did a test sheet that I don't know where it is and I don't really care because it's really ugly. But then the day after, which was yesterday, I did my very first cell paint. And there it is. So it's an acetate sheet. Let me see if I can grab the edge and separate it from the background. There we go. Also, I'm wearing gloves, so to avoid the greasy hand juice thing going on. So yeah, it's an acetate sheet. I printed the background because by the time I was done, I couldn't be arsed to draw a background. I was tired. And if you guys can see, it's all painted in the back. The line art was drawn in the front of the sheet to get this animation cell looking look. And I am so happy. This is so gorgeous for my first try. Ah yeah, of course the leaves are see-through and pink. They're green in real life, I promise you. And of course it's Salvando, because as we all know, bon, j'ai pas besoin de finir ma phrase. But yeah, this week artistically was extremely fulfilling, and I'm on vacation. That means if you want to hire me to draw a comic or some art or stuff like that, no. I'm tired. Starting next week, though, you can go ahead and harass me again. But seriously, I badly need this vacation. Like the day before yesterday, I somehow managed to stay awake, but I was sleepwalking the entire day. English breakfast today. It's not Earl Grey, but it's still tasty. Cannot stand orange pekoe, though. I cannot. It is nasty. So, let's go get that script. I still didn't make my bed. I'm looking at my to-do on my other screen and I didn't make my bed because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna take a nap real soon, so it's not worth it. It's another retail story. You'll understand my hand position real quick as I draw this one. I'm very gassy. I didn't think I drank that Pepsi as fast as I did. Oh, and I'm sneezy too. I got all the... Eventually I'll figure out how to put pretzel.rocks directly into Streamlabs so the music doesn't stop when I have to mute when I sneeze. Also, through all this creation that I've been doing this week, I managed not to wreck my back. I am excessively happy about this. My nose is running again. Hang on, guys. I know it's not sexy, but it has to come out. I think I left the tea bag in the water just like a wee too long. It's a little bitter. Oh, there's a little fairy, but it's only the bots and me today, so we're not gonna bother about that. I'm really not good about trying to twirl my pen around when I need to erase. I have a lot of talent, that is not one of them. I said everything I had to say in the beginning of the stream, and now I have nothing to say. That's why I need people to participate in the chat. To keep me going. Of course I'm exaggerating. I didn't throw the camera back like that. But I did tell him, fix your fucking camera. I got away with a lot with that manager. That's why I bother actually drawing him in a similar way to how he looked, because honestly, this guy was really cool. And he understood that when I was acting like that, I was joking because, well, he laughed along with me. Oh! Good afternoon, Sharon. Hope you have some nice weather where you are. I have no idea. My window is right there, but it's always covered with a shade, or else I get the sun directly into my retinas. Gonna have another sip. Even if it was a very creative week for me, it was also very bad on my hydration. Like, I'm supposed to be drinking 8 cups of a certain amount of milliliters a day, but I plateau at 5 because I'm just not thirsty. I always prefer to do the furniture right away, because then I can better place my elements when it's time to pencil. And I started pretty late because of all the stuff that I said earlier in the stream that you weren't there for, but that's why there's an archive on YouTube. I don't have the most intuitive live stream hour to put in the schedule, but it's literally the one period of time that I really have to myself. I used to stream at 7, but then... How appropriate. But then, like, at 7 usually supper was done because we would eat supper at 6, but then supper got on later and later and later, so I had no choice to change it to a time where I was sure I would not be asked to participate in society. I finally got my behind back to the gym, so I was a bit late today. Exercise. But at least you get points for trying. I know I'm getting 0 points because I am not trying at all. Like, we got equipment in the house. And I'm just like, ugh, looks too much like work. Also, I don't know if anybody noticed, I closed my Etsy shop because the fees ballooned again. So if you want my art that I've already made, which would clean up some room in my office and actually make me money on stuff I've already made instead of kill myself working on stuff, on custom stuff every single time. Oh, Paul is sitting in his little tent. My coffee shop is open. They don't take fees, so it's actually more affordable for me to keep that shop open. Sure, people they put my shit in their wish list and never buy it. And at 20 cents a listing as it is now, it's just not profitable to keep that shop open. So I just migrated my stuff over to my coffee shop. As for commissioning me, not this week. Nothing new this week. Do not, okay? I'm tired. I am not kidding. I'm tired. If I work on stuff, it's going to be on my own terms, no deadlines, stuff I want to do. And then starting in May, for my regular clients, you can still go directly to me. Anybody new that would like to commission me for something have to go through my agent. It may sound condescending, but it's to avoid headaches. How busy will you be after you break with commissions? Sorry, you just answered me. But to give you an idea of the type of busy I get, is that literally I was talking with my new one of my two newest regulars, and they asked me questions about a Kickstarter they were starting, and I said, yeah, I like those tiers, and they said, well, I would hope so because you're doing the book. And I'm like, I am. Because he had sent me like an issue 0 of the character and the subject. And I was like, this is so funny, I like it. And then like weeks later he talks to me about that Kickstarter, and I was like, yeah, I like the tiers and I like the character. And he was like, well, I would hope so because you're doing the book. Okay. So it's in provision of that surprise that I know I'm going to be busy starting in May again. Also, I know I have another cover that the other new regular wants, but like I told him rather violently in May. Because what happens usually is I do take a small vacation, quote unquote, in April and go to the to Timmins Con. But I could not this year because 1, way too much stress, 2, way too busy, and 3, way too expensive. I'm not even going to tell you the amount it would cost right now to fly to Timmins for me, but because we're not that kind of channel, we don't do horror too much. That is how ridiculously expensive it is. So yeah, when I come back from that little break, like I'm still gonna be here and there's still some stuff I'm gonna work on, but like I said, it's my own stuff. So it's gonna be a lot less exhausting. And again, that's kind of hypocritical what I'm saying about the exhausting, non-exhausting thing, seeing as that cell painting that I did yesterday absolutely wrecked me. We're gonna start editing the line art. Come on, load. Have you shown the painting yet? Yes, I have shown the painting. But, I'm gonna show it again because you're here. I need to put on the gloves to avoid getting my gross man juices all over the acetate. I have to take a break and everything because I was holding my Posca so tightly and I was so nervous and crispated. I hurt my hands working on it. It's right here because I didn't put it away yet. And I have to be careful because I risk scratching the line art off. And there it is again. This is normals because I have a chroma screen behind me. The leaves are green. You have to check my various art sites. I put a gallery of the making of on my Facebook page, so very unofficial, on my Ko-fi page, and I put the final on my Divine Art. I'm just gonna pick at it. There we go. As you can see, it's painted just like an animation cell, with the colors in the back and the line art in the front. And oh lord. It's a good thing you guys can't see it from up close because I'm seeing so many spots that I missed right now. But other than that, when you see it from far, it's absolutely gorgeous. I definitely picked the right background for this thing. Now to take these gloves off because they're hot. And honestly, I'm going to take a layer off too because the house is also warming up and I got all these lights on me. And I am cooking like a rotisserie chicken. I'm still here, it's just that you guys don't need to watch me take my clothes off. Though that would probably attract more viewers, if you gotta be honest. But I'm like taking off a bathrobe to show off a pajama, so... And I threw my Sailor Moon magnet on the floor again, god damn it. I won't be too long, I just saw something that I needed to do at the exact moment. And Paul is saying, thank you, I hope that you make more cell art if things slow down eventually. I do want to make more cell art. It was excessively stressful, but it was also incroyablement amusant. See, that's how fun it was. I lost my English for a hot minute. Alright, much better. Because of course the plan with the cell paintings is that I do want to at least make one for Jeff as a thank you for the acetate sheets. Where's my main screen? And we're back. I love having access to my stuff on my phone. It's really helpful. Just checking my different things real quick. But yeah, there's a thing when you're an artist, and Paul would know because he's also an artist. Sometimes art is incredibly stressful, but somehow, as stressful as it is also incredibly fun and rewarding. Especially when it comes out right the first time. But here's the thing, because it's my own art, it does not look right to me. But that's because it's my own art. Because in your head, you think it should be looking like this, and it looks like my art. But I just have to remember that my art is professional. I make professional art. People pay me to do art. They want my art. Okay, you want to be a piece of shit? And now you're gone! Ha ha! Oh, while I think about it, let's see if it's in my recents. Because I'm pretty... There we go. Because I'm pretty sure Paul would like to see this. This is the sketch that I made and used for the cell painting. Now, of course, I have, like, absolutely zero idea what I'm doing. Like, I don't know. I do not know. So, what I did, pretty much, just kind of take this off, put this on. There you go. I used a 3D model, of course, because... Pretty much. I think it's pretty clear why, because I have no sense of perspective, so I use 3D models for pretty much everything at this point. And then, of course, I put Sylve on top of it. I'm gonna get the white back, so you guys can see. And then I did the basic sketch. And then on my pencil layer, I did not need all the other layers, it's just I used them automatically off of my illustration basics. You can ignore all the other layers because I only use the sketch and pencils. And then the bouquet is the background texture that I used. It's something I downloaded off the Clip Studio assets, so I'm allowed to use it, so... And then I use my pencil layer to reference where I would put my colors. And I'd say it worked pretty okay. I have no idea how it officially works. I just know that I've seen some animation rough images with the color codes and stuff like that on them, and then I just kind of went with it. There's some stuff I would do differently here. I would put a darker blue, and then I would remember to actually put shading in the eyes because I forgot. But it's still awfully good for a first try. Like, I'm not disappointed at all with what happened. And If anybody is unhappy with the fact that I use 3D models when I work, I don't care. At least it's better than using porn as reference for female fighting. Yeah, I went there. How long did it take you to draw that, if you don't mind me asking? You know, that's a good question. Could be 10 minutes, could be 20 minutes, could be 30, I don't know. I draw super fast, and at this point, Sylv is a character that I draw often, so I'm more comfortable with his design. The painting itself, the actual painting, not the sketch, the actual painting, I know it took me roughly 4 hours. And I can only go by my Twitter post timestamps. From the moment that I put the rough sketch on the desk to the moment I posted the finished piece, it was 4 hours. So that much I know. I should probably be timing myself more, but I'm busy drawing. Why would I start a timer? So some things I want to do while I'm on vacation. I want to catch up on my wallpapers. Another thing I'm hoping to do is to get started on my spice box. Basically, it's a decorative brush set. Don't tell me I did it directly on the pen. Fuck me! As I was saying, my spice box / spice rack. Is a set of decorative brushes for a clip that I've been wanting to make. It's basically what the name implies. It's spices and herbs and stuff like that used to decorate food to save your fingers from going. So like that, you just have to swoop lightly with the brush that I plan to make. And like, of course there are spices and like sesame seeds and rice brushes, but I want to make an entire collection all put together called the Spice Rack. And I had the idea since last year and I never got around to being able to do it. So I'm hoping that during my vacation I'll be able to do it. Or at least get started. I'm not asking much here. Now this is an interesting trick when drawing a fast hand. You want to separate at least one finger. So you can use either the pinky, or what's most often used, you can separate the index finger. It really helps cut the silhouette of the hand when you're doing a very fast hand. Hi, Anime Geek. How you doing? Always happy to see you. What you doing? I'm doing this week's comic. I'm drawing my manager at the time when I threw a camera at his desk. My very hairy manager. The same guy that would arrive at like 9 in the morning with a freshly shaved face, then go out for lunch and he'd have a 5 o'clock shadow. Just vibing? That's good. It's always nice to vibe. Oh, phew, I got scared for a hot second there. Let's see, I do believe I have some... You mean I didn't put it in here? Weird, I was sure I put it in here. Did it vanish? Because I had downloaded a new sound effect brush, and now it's not there. See, there it is. But it's not where it's supposed to be. So you're going back here. Accidentally put it with my balloons? Because I know I put it here, and now it wasn't here, and now it's back here again. That should solve that problem. Well, I think we can finish the inking officially now. Should probably have some more of that tea while it's still cold. Of course, once I get a bit more practice and a bit more Poscas in my collection, because at this point I'm sure I'm going to dry out a couple of them, I might offer the cel-shaded cel paintings for sale. Just of course not the Sylvando one, because Sylvando is my husbando, we all know. Of course, these will be not that cheap, because we actually know how long they take me. Would you? And the amount of work put in it. And all the shirts I ruin with the sheer sweat from the stress. Oh, I am shiny. Look at that. Woo! Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. It has to come out. I'm gonna dress him just a bit fancier because, well, he always showed up with some cool shirts on. It would be so great if you could draw over an animated 3D model and clip and make it a traditional looking film. You'd have to draw a lot of images though. Dude! Are you trying to kill me? First of all, I don't have a pegboard. Secondly, like, my lighted desk is handmade. It's working with, you know, those old halogen kitchen lights that were put right over the sink? That's the kind of light that's in it. It's horrible. It works, but it could be better. Know what I mean? And then can you imagine the amount of money I'd have to put in Poscas? Let's take a look real quick, okay? Not even at Poscas, because I found this website called Chroma Color that has cel painting supplies, animation supplies, and I'm looking at the animation cel paint set. Comes with 12 50ml bottles of cel paint, 10 sheets of punched animation cel, 1 Staedtler permanent marker, 1 pair of cotton animation gloves, and 1 3-pin plastic animation peg bar. Not even a peg board, a peg bar. It's a 70 euros, which can come up to roughly like 80, 90, if not $100 Canadian. And then you have to account for the shipping, which would also be a frickin' beurre. Because trying to do even a tiny bit of animation with my Poscas, which I have near because I really like my Poscas. This is my Posca collection. The only ones that are not in it right now are my 2 sizes of white and my black. This is all I have. And most of them are this size. Can you imagine? And if I'm not mistaken, each of them are like at the cheapest $5 a pop. If not a little more. This is why I do most of my shit digitally. And not using Photoshop because once again, that's a friggin' money sink. A money sink that likes to crash. You guys know how many times Clip Studio crashed on me? In all the years that I've used it. That's it. And that's one thing that always bothers me. When you see job applications for work, for like animation and game design and stuff like that, and they always say, you have to know Photoshop, you have to know this, you have to know that. You have to know these specific programs because they're industry standard. Your industry standard is costing me an arm and a leg and it crashes every 10 minutes. So that says a lot about your industry if you ask me. And if you're the type who wants to defend Photoshop, don't. Were you using Photoshop on a Mac or Windows? I was never using Photoshop. Never. Hold my beer, okay? Check this out. Jeez, this is heavy for nothing. This is the only Photoshop I own. It's officially brand new. It's so heavy because look at the size of the manual. This is a manual right here. The software is down here. I'm touching it. Never freaking got it to work, okay? I installed it. It would boot, wait about 3 seconds, and then it would crash again. They're way too far, so I'm not even gonna bother pulling them out because I have a bunch of other older software. Because before I was using a Clip Studio, I was using Comics Works made by Deleter, which is very hard to pronounce when you're French, apparently. That manual may be worth money. It's an antique. Yeah, at this point, joke's on you. I don't use an art program or an art tablet. I use my phone. Joke's on me. Joke's on Photoshop. I bloody hate Photoshop with the passion of 1,000 suns because I never got it to work. I can tell you that the softwares that I used, I was using Adobe Photo Deluxe before they turned it into Photoshop because that's what we used at school. I almost said at work. And most of my art were made on Windows machines. And then after Photo Deluxe, I moved on to Paint Shop Pro. And I used Paint Shop Pro for a long time. Along with the Jask Animation Shop. And then when the Paint Shop Pro shut down, I used GIMP for a very long time. And then when GIMP wouldn't want to work for me anymore, I decided to take the plunge and use Manga Studio, which was the localization name of Clip Studio when they were being represented by Smith Micro and not Graphicsly. Like, I still have the box in the pile that I mentioned earlier. And of course, between the time where I took the plunge to take Manga Studio, I bought Comic Works and the Comic Color Deluxe, I think it's called. It's on the box. I posted a picture a while back. I can always take another picture again eventually. Comic Works was made especially for black and white comics, and it came with a ton of built-in screen tones, and that's actually what I used to do the Gilligan's Island Horror Doujinshi. Right up until the computer exploded. I'm serious. And then I took the plunge to Manga Studio, which then turned into Clip Studio, which was just a name change because it was the same as software. And I absolutely love Clip Studio. I'm still finding out stuff today because even if I love Clip Studio, it doesn't change the fact that it's not super intuitive. Like, it can do a lot of crazy things, but seeing as it's a Japanese software, first of all, it's already a miracle that it works on Mac. Because, yeah, I switched to Mac after my last Windows machine literally exploded 2 inches from my face. I have made bootleg cookies about that, 2 of them. So now I work exclusively in Clip Studio on a Mac. And to be honest, I absolutely adore my Macs. I've had 2 so far, this is my second one. And yeah, they're expensive, and yeah, they can't do everything. But I'm just asking mine to do one thing, and the one thing I ask it, it's doing well, so... Every time I did have a problem with my old Mac, and I expect to get problems with this one too, first thing people would say, buy a Windows machine. No, okay? No. Windows machines can't handle me. I'm not saying Windows machines are bad. They are not bad. If they were bad, they wouldn't exist. I am saying Photoshop is bad, but that's a whole other can of worms. And of course, when I complain about Photoshop, people ask me, what do you think about Procreate? What do you think about Fire Alpaca? What do you think about... I tried them. I do not care for them, but I do not hate them. I see the appeal. I have zero problem with everything else because they are stable. Also, you get to actually own them and not rent them like you do now with Photoshop. And I was talking earlier about requirements for jobs. Here's another thing that really gets me. Sometimes people will advertise for 2D jobs, and I'm a 2D artist. So I look them up, and then they tell you that in order to be a 2D artist working for them, you have to have perfect knowledge of Blender and Maya. And I'm like, that's a 3D artist! You're making me waste my time. If you want a 3D artist, say you want a 3D artist. Don't say you're looking for a 2D artist and ask for 3D software knowledge. And that's why I have an agent. So I don't yell at people as much. I see Paul try to catch a fairy. I'm gonna drop a couple more of them. There we go. Could I have some sprites, please? I know I'm zooming in and out a lot. One of the many advantages of working digitally. Use your zoom. You're working digitally, use your digital tools. I did not spend this kind of money just to use like 75% of the software. I use everything I can that I know of. The thing with Clip Studio is that since it's not super intuitive and the manual is kind of hard to understand because it's a little outdated and very Japanese translated to English, when you figure something out, it's always super cool. After all kind of stuff like that, people still wonder. Like, half of the people that know me are like, I don't understand why people think you're such a bitch. And then the other half of people that know me, man, you're such a bitch. And I'm like, yeah, girls, you're both pretty. I have some opinions, and I have no problem sharing them with the class. Too many people tried to silence me over the years, and I'm not here for that. Hi, Coco. We're almost done. Either you were busy or were having a nap, or anything else. It's all good. Doesn't really matter to me, Mama, just killed a man, put a gun against his head, pulled my trigger, now he's dead. Mama, life has just begun. Now people were like, what the hell? Better tea. But now I've gone and thrown it all away, Mama. Ooh. That's not Bohemian Rhapsody. No, it's better. It's Bohemian Polka. Weird Al for the win. Not waiting for that cease and desist from Paramount. Better late than never. I was napping. See? I'm just that good. It's been dreary and rainy and windy out. Good nap weather. Oh yeah, with all the ASMR noises going on. At least it's better in ASMR than me singing Weird Al. Comic looks freaking awesome, Sharon. Thank you for a fun show. Well, I'm glad you had fun. Even if sometimes I just stop talking and you get to see the top of my head. Maybe they're afraid now. No bass yet, except for like 15 minutes. Oh, they're testing, they're testing. I wish that wasn't here. Like, be a control point, but don't be a cutting point. Or else it looks weird when I try to edit it. Edit it. Fiddly-dee-doo. Trust me, if you were from Quebec, that last line would have made you laugh so hard. What the hell is this? So we have Chloe. Hello, Chloe. Alright, I have 2 requests for you. Pibified Shrek, Pibified Master Shake, and Pibified Minions. But I kinda liked your comics. What are those words? What do they mean? And I don't do requests. Like, the only time I do requests is at the beginning of every month for the color challenge. And I announce them on my Instagram. But I have no idea what pibified means. And thank you for kinda liking my comics. So we're gonna wait real quick, see if there's going to be an explanation of what pibified means. And yeah, Coco's right. I have no idea what it means either, and Shiro has a price list when commissions are open. And for new clients, I prefer that you guys contact me through Pop Comics. Anyway, all the info is in my link tree. Also, 2 requests, and that's 3 things, and I have no idea what pibified means. Here's a secret. I'm turning 40 this year. I'm old. So I'm at that point when I'm starting to go, get off my lawn, what's with all this newfangled vocabulary? You know what? I'm gonna check real quick if I can Google that. Apparently, Pibby is an animation. Oh, I'm not the only one Googling right now. Oh boy, a Reddit thread that explained what that means. Pibification is when... No, I'm turning my music off for that. I need my full concentration. Hang on, this is gonna be good. Pibification is when a human is infected with an unknown substance named the Darkness. Usually a pibified victim has rolled back eyes, black pixelated goop, which is described as the ones you see on TV, and a smile stretched across their faces. If you see a person with these features, run. And there's a photo, a very bad photo. You will know a pibified entity if you see any of these features. Blank white eyes, pixelated goop coming out of their bodies, a smile across their faces. So basically, they were expecting some Martin Walls shit. And now we know. And we're going to bed less stupid tonight. We have learned a new vocabulary word today, folks. And with that, we are done. Just gonna do one last save to be especially safe. And now that we know what pibification means, we're not gonna do anything about it. I have a price list and I have an agent. And I'm on vacation. And if anybody thinks, oh my god, Shiro is such an asshole, you're right. Therefore, we are finishing the stream. And here comes the less assholeish part of my assholishness, where of course I give extra special thanks to my supporters: Amber Beach, FB, Paul K, Miss Enovis, David F. Your continued paid support is immensely appreciated. And even if I'm on vacation, there is going to be, of course, a live stream next Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Because I will consider my vacation done by then, and we're going to do the same thing we do every night, Pinky. We are going to be doing the weekly bootleg cookie comic. And I hope you guys had fun watching me draw this. I know I had a lot of fun drawing it and learning a new word, because education is important. So, I see you guys next time. I love you all, and bye-bye.